I felt a cold shiver run down my spine as I stepped into the dark and foreboding forest. The moon was hidden behind thick clouds, casting an eerie darkness over the dense trees. I was here to investigate reports of strange occurrences in the area, but as I ventured deeper into the woods, an overwhelming sense of unease settled in my gut. The forest was silent, save for the occasional rustling of leaves in the wind. I tried to shake off my nerves, reminding myself that I was an experienced investigator, unafraid of the unknown. But as I continued, an inexplicable feeling of being watched washed over me. My flashlight cut through the darkness, illuminating gnarled roots and twisted branches. I quickened my pace, eager to get to the heart of the mystery. Suddenly I heard a distant howl that sent chills down my spine. Wolves, I thought, trying to convince myself that it was just the natural sounds of the forest. But deep down, I knew it was something else. I pressed on, my heart pounding in my chest. As I approached a small clearing, I froze in my tracks. There, in the pale moonlight, stood a figure that sent terror coursing through my veins. It resembled a man, but something was horribly wrong. Its limbs seemed elongated and twisted, its eyes glowed with an unnatural yellow hue, and its skin was pale and covered in mottled patches. A skinwalker. Fear gripped me and I fumbled for my camera, trying to capture evidence of this mythical creature. But before I could snap a photo, it let out a bone-chilling screech that pierced the night. I turned and ran, my heart pounding in my ears as I felt its malevolent gaze bore into my back. My footfalls echoed through the forest as I pushed myself to run faster. Branches snagged at my clothes and the undergrowth clawed at my ankles, but I didn't dare slow down. I could hear it behind me, the relentless pursuit of the skinwalker. I veered off the path, hoping to lose it in the thick foliage. But no matter how far I ran, I could still hear the sound of its unearthly footsteps, getting closer and closer. I felt a wave of panic wash over me as I realized there was no escaping this malevolent being. As I pushed through the underbrush, I tripped over a hidden tree root, crashing to the ground. My flashlight rolled away from me, leaving me in complete darkness. I scrambled to my feet, my heart pounding in my chest, but the skinwalker was no longer behind me. Instead, it stood before me, its twisted form illuminated by the pale glow of the moon. I could feel its malevolent energy enveloping me, suffocating me with fear. I knew I had to do something, anything, to escape its clutches. Summoning all my courage, I turned and ran in the opposite direction. My breaths came in ragged gasps, and my muscles screamed in protest, but I couldn't stop. I couldn't let it catch me. The forest seemed to twist and contort around me, the trees forming a nightmarish labyrinth that I couldn't navigate. I was hopelessly lost, running blindly through the darkness, with the relentless pursuit of the skinwalker behind me. Just as I thought I couldn't run any longer, I spotted a faint glimmer of light in the distance. My heart soared with hope as I pushed myself forward. The light grew brighter, and soon I stumbled into a small clearing where a flickering campfire illuminated the area. A group of people sat around the fire, their faces turning to me in surprise as I burst into their midst. With trembling hands, I pointed back into the darkness, trying to find the words to warn them about the skinwalker. But when I turned, it was gone, disappeared into the night as if it had never existed. As I caught my breath and tried to steady my trembling hands, the others exchanged puzzled glances. They couldn't see it. They couldn't feel the malevolent presence that had haunted me through the forest. But I knew the truth. I had come face to face with a skinwalker and I had narrowly escaped its clutches. And though I was safe for now, I couldn't help but wonder if the nightmarish encounter had truly ended, or if the skinwalker would return once more to claim its prey.